Hi, this is Mrs. Moore.
And this is Mrs. Kolick, and we are your mystery readers for today.
So, the story you're going to be listening to is The Spooky Express, New York, written by Eric James.
We were out trick-or-treating, my best friend and I, when we saw a huge shape swooping down from the sky. It circled around us on train tracks of mist. Then it came to a stop, and its large pistons hissed.
What a marvelous train, engine black as the night, as its carriages glowed with a ghastly green light. And we both held our breath when its loud whistle blew, for the sound that it made was a ghastly.
The door opened wide. A conductor appeared with a cheery old smile that was not to be feared.
He said, "Spooky Express, hop aboard, take a ride." How exciting, we thought, and we climbed up inside.
We looked all around. What a wonderful sight! We saw ghosts to our left. We saw ghouls to our right.
There were mummies in tatters and witches in hats, and ogres and werewolves and vampire bats. There were big trolls from Yonkers that towered in size, and aliens from Scarsdale with bright bulging eyes.
A voice on the speaker said, "Please hold on tight." Then the train gave a lurch and launched into the night. We glided along through a dark, stormy sky, and we watched as the streets of Manhattan whizzed by. We zipped over Buffalo, saw its bright lights, and glimpsed Lackawanna from dizzying heights. The ride was fantastic, but where were we going? We sped ever onward with no signs of slowing.
"Lake Erie, next stop," said the train's engineer. "Make room for the creatures who'll swim aboard here."
And just as he said it, he slammed on the brake and we fell through the air, splashing into the lake.
We soon left the lake for another strange stop, up a really tall tower on the side near the top.
And then on Mount Marcy, where the big ogres dwell. Then down in old sewers. Oh, the sewer folks smell.
As we raced to our next stop, the train turned too fast, and I saw through the window a pumpkin whiz past.
The ghosts started howling. "What happened?" I said. "We're doomed," cried a witch. "That's the engineer's head."
If the engineer's headless, he can't steer the train, for his head's where he keeps both his eyes and his brain. He yanked levers forward, he jerked levers back. The train started wobbling all over the track.
We swerved around buildings. We darted past trees. The speed of the turns made us weak at the knees.
While everyone panicked, I stood up and said, "With the help of some friends, we can go get that head."
"Miss Witch," I said calmly, "your broom, if I may. Miss Spider, Miss Dragon, let's go save the day."
The engineer's head was in Riverside Park. "Miss Dragon," I said, "will you light up the dark?"
"It's there," said my friend. "It's directly below. But it's down in the mud and it's stuck there. Oh no!"
I turned to Miss Spider. "Please spin us some thread. I've got an idea. We will lasso that head."
We twirled it around, threw it over the top, and we pulled the head free with a squelch and a pop.
Then back we all flew through the wind and the rain, with the pumpkin containing the engineer's brain.
With his head in our hands, we jumped back on the train and we stuck his head onto his shoulders again. He pulled a few levers. The ghost train slowed down. Do you know where we were? We were back in our town.
The ghost started howling, this time with delight, and the gnomes hugged an alien a little too tight.
The wizard shot sparks that were orange and green, and they cried, "Well done, children, you've saved Halloween. We'd be stuck on this train had you not been so daring, but now we can stop in each town and go scaring."
We jumped off the train, none the worse for our fright. This had certainly been the best Halloween night. The train started moving, its large pistons hissed. It circled around us on train tracks of mist.
It launched itself skyward, its loud whistle blew, and the sound that it made was a friendly
Happy Halloween!